Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer for Breakfast ABV. I am Danielle from Marty and Danielle in the Morning on 91X. As always, I have my beer drinking partner in crime with me, Paul Segura, brewmaster of Karl Strauss Brewing. Welcome, my friend.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Ready to drink some beer?
Always. Absolutely. Especially these guys' beers.
I know. I am so stoked to welcome back some family. We've got Thorn Brewing on Beer for Breakfast today. We have head brewer Shawn as well as general manager Tom. Welcome, guys.
Howdy.
Cheers, guys. Great to have you on the show.
Cheers.
Real quick, director of brewing operations, Shawn Steele.
Oh, director brewer. Congratulations, my friend. That is awesome. I don't think that you had that title last time I saw you.
And head brewer and head janitor and all that too.
He does it all. He does it all, ladies and gentlemen. So we are
guy. He's not the quality control guy.
We're kicking things off with the Thorn Michelada. So if you've been listening to me on 91X, if you know anything about me, you know how much I love me a good Michelada. This is my weekend go-to every single time. And Thorn decided to put it in a can. Tom, take it away.
Yeah, it's a michelada. I mean, this is supposed to bring you back to sitting on a beach down in Mexico. They're all made a little different, but we make ours with pretty much everything you would expect in it, from tomatoes to Worcestershire sauce to ponzu, clams, lime, Mexican lager. It's all in there.
Yes, throw all that in there. I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's a fun beer to mix up in the brewery. You know, we make the barley lager, and then we get that all filtered and ready to go, and then we have the blending day, which is getting cans of tomatoes and Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce, clam juice. It's interesting.
I am a white guy, but I was born in Chula Vista, so I'm kind of not really a full-on white guy. I'm used to a lot of hot sauce, and
I'm a full-on white guy.
All right. This has a good amount of spice. I like it. I'm probably halfway, 2/3 of the way through this can now, and I'm just like on the cusp of getting that little nose run when you get a little bit of spice, but not quite there. It's got just the right amount of spice. For white guys,
that's because you're a white guy.
Well, see, so for the white girl, because I don't like a lot of spice, I added a little tahini rim to my glass, and it is the exact just little oomph that this michelada needs. It doesn't need to add anything else to it.
Well, Paul, I live in Chula Vista, but I'm not from Chula Vista, and I'm sweating drinking this.
So you're saying that accent isn't a Chula Vista accent? What?
Who'd have thunk? Who'd have thunk?
He parks his car in Harvard Yard.
Well, some people say it's not spicy enough, but we purposely left it that way. So if you want to add tahini to your rim, or you want to add more hot sauce to it and make it melt your teeth off, you're more welcome to do that. We kept the lime a little bit lower because some people don't like it as limey. And, anybody who's going to drink this usually will add that to it anyway. So you can put a squeeze of lime in and a little more hot sauce. But if you like it like a white guy like Paul, you're just going to drink it right out of the can.
Well, micheladas are kind of like snowflakes. No two are alike. So, and nobody likes it the same way. When we were doing our test batches, people were like, without fail, someone said it had too much spice. Someone said not enough spice. Someone said too much citrus. Someone said not enough citrus. Someone said too much beer. Someone said not. It's like, it really showed how customized people like their micheladas, which is kind of cool, but we can't make that. It can't morph in your hand to the exact way you want it.
Made to order.
But it's a good base. But it is a great base for you to add exactly what you love in your michelada. And what I also really like about this, it's only 4% ABV, so you can knock a few of these back, and you're not acting a fool.
Yeah, it's a beer.
Danielle.
Hey.
Danielle, have you had a beer? Have you had a beer that's more for breakfast on this show?
How dare you?
This is the most for breakfast beer ever. It has to be.
I don't know. I feel like Pizza Port might argue with you about their bacon and eggs. Just saying.
No.
I mean, I would do both. I would have this and bacon and eggs. So now, is this going to be a year-round offering? This isn't a one-off, is it?
Already is.
Awesome.
No, I mean, you name it. It's in Barron's, Whole Foods, Bemos, Total Wine, Trader Joe's, and then you name the independents. It's in a bunch of the bottle crafts, Jimbo's, Lazy Acres. I mean, outside of Vaughn's and Ralph's, it's out there, baby.
Yeah.
What about draft? Is it available like at your tasting room and other places?
Not right now, but yes.
We have one draft account. El Cruce in Vista.
Yeah.
The only draft account.
It's going to crush it there. That's a really cool
so far,
place.
So good.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys mentioned that. It's a great place, and the food is everything there is authentic. All the wines are from the Guadalupe Valley, and a lot of the beers are as well. And they brought in David Husong, the son of or grandson of the original Husong, to do the menu. Mm-hmm. It's a legit Baja, place, and I could see this fitting in perfectly there.
Paul, what are they called again?
El Cruce.
Where are they?
It's on 3rd Avenue in Chula Vista, just north of Bar Sin Nombre and Three Punk Ale. Actually, they're kind of across the street from the Tavern at the Vogue.
There you go. There you go. A new awesome place for you to check out in Chula Vista. Some amazing beers. And while we're kind of talking about the state of everything, Tom, in these hard and difficult times, what is Thorn doing? I mean, I know that things are changing. It feels like day to day, definitely week by week. But as of right now, as we are in the second, third week of January, what is going on with Thorn? How can we get Thorn.Beer?
Well, I'll do this draft beer. So we're not doing any draft beer. Pretty much once COVID hit, the timing was okay in that we were already planning to start releasing new beers. So we went from having 5 beers a can at a time to now 10 to 15. Starting February 1st, we're releasing our first 16-ounce can. We've been all 12s up until now. A big day for us. We're excited about it. So it's our Triple IPA, Brother Scotty's. We won the Triple IPA competition in Hamilton's last year. So this will be the first year that we can get it. Thank you very much. Very well-deserved applause, I thought. And we're releasing. We got a collab coming out with Claremont Craft Ales. I think that'll be our second 16-ounce release. And then we got 2 more 25-barrel smaller tanks. So we'll be pumping out probably 3 different 16-ounce beers a week. Plus, we have an ambitious seasonal schedule with 4 different series, one of which is the Chihuahua that you see in front of you. And we're delivering all of it to people's houses. That's our biggest. We shut down the tasting rooms, and we've added delivery. That's kind of the biggest adjustment.
Chihuahua Chocolatiers. These guys are local, right?
Yeah, they're Carlsbad.
Yeah, these guys make excellent chocolates, man. These guys do a great job. It's awesome that you're supporting another local company like this.
Yeah, it's organic free trade chocolate. So we're trying to copy the candy bar. So if you see this candy bar on the shelf, it's at most of the places that we actually sell the beer at too. So you can have the candy bar and the beer together.
Did you guys get some?
No, we ran out of the chocolate.
Yeah, all your employees ate all the chocolate.
Well, no, we do home delivery. So when you get home delivery of this beer, you get one of the candy bars with your delivery. So we just blew through it.
On Dave. We're blaming it all on Dave.
Yeah, we can blame it on Dave.
Please do.
Well, even without the chocolate part, let's dive right into this beer. I'm so excited to try it. I've seen it all over your social media. Shout out to your social media expert doing a fantastic job of getting the word about this beer. I've been looking forward to trying it.
Yeah, I mean, if you taste the candy bar and taste this by the side, we try to make them the same. So it's a dry Irish stout with chocolate notes. We use a lot of cocoa nibs in it from Chihuahua. We used Basia peppers, we used cayenne pepper, and we used cinnamon. So it all kind of comes in there. First, you get hit with the chocolate, you get a little bit of the cinnamon, and then at the very end, you just get a little hint of spice, which is, it's really hard to copy a chocolate bar, but we feel we're really impressed with ourselves because I don't think we probably criticized a beer that we brewed more than this one. We were all over the map, kind of just all debating on what we're going to do. And then when we finally came to a decision and made it, when we finally got to sit down and drink the beer and the candy bar, we're like, we did it. We matched it. So I'm stoked on this beer. I've already drank too much to tell you about.
This beer is awesome. Actually, we can cuss on this show, right? So this beer is fucking awesome. I love it. And I think it's got a little bit more than just a tiny bit of spice in the finish. But when everything opens back up again, I want to drink this with mole somewhere. You guys got to do a beer dinner somewhere.
That's a great idea.
Perfect accompaniment, I think.
Don't dare me to swear, Paul, because me and Paul worked together for a long time, and he knows what I can get up to.
Well,
I like
Paul,
the
we were doing these their chocolates. We were using them to sell them when we were doing our cases. Shawn has it in his hand. We're adding them to cases when we do direct delivery, and we had an idea to do a chocolate covered stout, and we needed chocolate. So, why don't we use the local chocolate company? So you had mentioned like, cool to support, but they were giving us really good chocolate at a cheap price to give out to people. So it was like kind of like a natural progression. But when you mentioned the mole, each beer is gonna represent doing 4 this year. Each one represents a different chocolate bar of theirs. I don't think they have a mole. They might, but that'll have to be 2022.
This will be the next one.
Now that you say that makes me so excited because I know a few of the different flavors that this chocolate company has, and they are really, really good and really innovative. So I cannot wait to see what you guys do with this, because this beer right here is fantastic. Even without like the chocolate pairing with it, I think that the transition of the Michelada going into this Maya Dry Irish Stout is the perfect. I mean, gosh, I just wish I was sitting at the Barrio Logan location drinking, enjoying these, because you guys have just really slayed both of these beers. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you much. Yeah, this chocolate series is really exciting. We're all stoked on doing it. When we looked at all the flavors we're doing this year and we got the candy bars and ate them, it just consumed a whole day on eating chocolate and drinking beer. I mean, how can you go wrong there?
Sounds like the worst.
And so this was only 6% ABV too, but it's got like so much flavor. It tastes like it might be bigger than that. Once again, I can see myself crushing a bunch of these too, especially knowing it's only 6%. And the base beer is, a solid dry Irish stout. When I saw the label that said chocolate and all this other stuff, I was expecting a little bit maybe of sweetness coming from that, but it's still kind of dry. It's got a really nice finish on it.
Yeah, well, we're trying to copy the chocolate bar, so it's definitely not going to be a pastry stout because these chocolate bars are dark chocolate without a lot of sweetness. So we're really just trying to marry the two together, and it's a fun project as a brewer to try to copy a candy bar.
Hey Tom, has Shawn told you he used to work in a candy or like a chocolate factory? Has he ever told you that story?
I found out after the fact. Yeah.
I just
he doesn't brag about it. Let me put it that way.
Oh my gosh. Shawn and Tom, thank you so much for joining us for Beer for Breakfast ABV. It feels so nice to be part of the Thorn tribe again, even if it was for only 15 minutes today. I love you guys so much, and I miss you guys so much. When things, quote unquote, get normal and reopen, make sure that you go to one or all 3 of the Thorn locations, North Park, Mission Hills, as well as Barrio Logan, making phenomenal beers. You can find all of these beers for delivery. Thorn.Beer is the website, right?
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah. Thorn.Beer, to get your beers delivered to you, you'll get a guy from New York who is just so gosh darn lovable. Shout outs to Dave, who will bring you your beer. And remember, every Friday morning we have Beer for Breakfast on the radio on 91.1, 91X here in San Diego at 9:05. Paul will be joining myself along with co-host Marty in the morning on 91X around 9:05. We will be drinking Thorn beer that day. And Tom, Shawn, do you have anything that you would like to leave with the peoples before we go?
No, just stay safe and drink beer.
Good
We
local.
appreciate you having us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah. Sorry, real quick. We did kind of. I don't know. We did kind of rip off the 91X thing with our tagline.
you don't say.
It says local independent beer, or at least it did. I don't know if it's on these. Look at our club beers. It's local X independent X beer. That's when we used to collaborate.
Please, I would love to have you on commercials again, Tom. Those were some of the best darn
Love to do
commercials
it.
in all of 91X, the Thorn commercial.
How about that?
Thorn beer.
Yeah, they were brutal, but they were fun.
Thank you for being part of the 91X family, and let's do one final cheers to independently owned craft beer radio in San Diego.
Which beer do I? I'll go with this one. Great work, guys. Your beers are amazing.